This lady had just arrived home, but unbeknown to her, culprits had been waiting for this moment, and they took advantage of the unfortunate situation. As soon as she exited the vehicle, the men can be seen rushing towards the two victims, giving them no chance to react. They were now emptying the pockets of the victims while preparing to exit the scene with the vehicle. Unfortunately, in this case, they managed to execute this foul plan, leaving the owners devastated. The next video has a similar setting as we first see a lady about to enter her home in South Africa. Right before the gate closes, culprits can be seen rushing to catch the victim before the gate reaches the end. This seems to be an often used tactic by these culprits. They know most motorists tend to lower their guards when arriving home, as it represents a safe space for them. But this is one of the most vulnerable and dangerous moments in a country with high rates of hijacks. The men continue to intimidate the owners and take as much as they can before leaving the scene with this expensive high-end vehicle. Investing in reputable tracking companies with a good recovery rate is highly advised in South Africa, since the police service is known to be poor. In this particular case, the man had just been dropped off at a service station. He was carrying a bag and was oblivious to what was about to happen in a few seconds. As soon as the car left, another car approached the scene, going straight for the man. This might have been an inside job, since the culprits knew exactly where the man was being dropped off and what he was carrying. On this clip, the lady was driving towards her home, not knowing the tail she had behind her. It is advised to always try not stop when you see a car trailing that close behind in these residential areas. It was now a bit too late for the owner, as she was now in a trap situation with the culprits pouncing on the opportunity. The men took control of the unfortunate situation and left with the hard-earned efforts of the owner. This trucker was on his way to deliver goods when he encountered unexpected company. The men ordered the driver to stop at gunpoint, and the man had no choice but to comply. As soon as he understood the situation, he knew how dangerous it had got and how reckless these culprits get in these situations. The men were now in control, and they started searching the vehicle for any valuable thing they could get. This driver was recording his daily routine on the road, but he had no idea what he was about to encounter in a few moments. The driver continues to move towards a stop as signaled by the traffic lights in the area. These stops are extremely dangerous, mostly in the sketchy parts of town in South Africa. As soon as the vehicle stopped, a group of men can be seen approaching a station vehicle. They break the glass before fleeing the scene with the valuables from the car. The owner hardly reacted to this, as this has almost become a norm in these areas terrorized by these clowns. This driver at a gas station did not get a chance to piece together what was happening before the culprits approached him at gunpoint. The robbery was now fully on, with each culprit at either side of the vehicle. They were stripping the man of everything he had on him. They eventually forced the man inside the vehicle before leaving the scene with both the man and the car. On this scene, the culprits had targeted this vehicle and had been watching the driver for a while. Once they felt comfortable to approach, they went straight to work, catching the man by surprise. They were now searching his pockets, but this was more than just a robbery. In South Africa, business owners are often targeted by these culprits. They kidnap these victims and demand ransom from the relatives. In this particular scene, the man had been targeted and was now being forced inside the vehicle. They eventually left with both the man and the vehicle.